Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all are fine, fit, healthy at your home. I am Gayatri here, your science teacher. Welcome you all again to the science online videos. Students, as you know that before starting our today's session, we will learn some thought. This thought is given by Einstein. Okay students, the thought is never stop learning because life never stop teaching. I repeat my thought. Never stop learning because life never stop teaching. So students, keep on learning always because learning always continues throughout our life. So just to start our day with this thought that we have to learn something to survive. Okay students, so now we will start with our today's session. So are you all ready? Yes? Yes dear students, are you all ready? Yes, be loud. Yes, all are ready to take today's class. So let us start. In today's session, we are going to do applications of convection currents in gases. Students, in this heading, you are going to learn about the ventilation. We are going to learn about the ventilation, then sea breeze and land breeze. Okay, what is sea breeze and land breeze? We are going to learn this. Students, you all are sitting with your science books. So just take out page number A43, right? In first, that is ventilation. On page A43, the heading is application of convection currents in gases, in which first point is given to you as ventilation. So we are going to read from here. The process by which impure and warm air inside a room is continuously replaced by fresh air from outside is called ventilation. So students, just underline all these lines. These lines are very important. Have you done? Yes? Underlined? Okay. Now students, we will learn about ventilation, the process by which impure and warm air inside the room is continuously replaced by fresh air from outside is called ventilation. You know that for ventilation what we need windows, doors, etc. Why? Because when you are sitting inside a room, okay, there is a lot of moisture, warm air is present inside the room. So ventilation is a process. Ventilation is one of the process through which warm air can be replaced by fresh air. And this fresh air comes from window and doors, right? So this process is called ventilation when warm air is being replaced by the fresh air continuously. This process is called ventilation. Okay students, now we will learn more from here. Breathing by the people living in a room increases the percentage of moisture and carbon dioxide in air. Students, you can also imagine when we are sitting inside a classroom, right? What happened? When you all are present, I am present, then what happened? We are releasing carbon dioxide in the room, right? We are releasing carbon dioxide in the room and this creates large amount of carbon dioxide plus moisture in a room. So what happened? The room gets so warm. Yes? So this makes the air also warm, right? The moist. Now very important to understand, the moist and warm air containing carbon dioxide is light and hence rises up. You know that when we are exhaling carbon dioxide, when the moisture is present inside a room, that means they are light in weight. So what they are doing? They are rises up. They just increases their amount in the air in a room. So due to this, it causes a drop in pressure. It causes a drop in pressure within the room. So this will just decrease the pressure inside the room. Okay? Thus, the cold and fresh air from doors and windows flows in. Okay students, you all know that what happened when we start feeling warm, when we start feeling very hot and like a moisture is there in the room, what we used to do? We used to open the doors. We used to open the windows, right? Why? What is the reason of opening the doors and windows? The reason is that so that the fresh air can come inside the room and it makes the room cool or the normal as compared to the previous one. Is that clear? That why ventilation is necessary for all of us? Okay. Thus continuous, underline this line in your book, students. Thus continuous circulation of air is maintained within the room by convection currents. Means this continuity, circulation of air, means warm air is being replaced by the fresh air. This process is continuous within the room. How? By convection currents. And students, you know that what is convection? The process of transference of heat in the material body due to the actual movement of the particles. So this definition we have already discussed about the convection. And the room is also getting normal or getting cool due to the convection current. So students, this ventilation process is very important for survival. Otherwise what happens? If the carbon dioxide is present in a room, then it will lead to suffocation. Once you are not able to respire properly, once you are not able to breathe properly, then it is going to choke our respiratory system. Sometimes it causes fatal problems also. Is that clear? So I repeat once again that what is ventilation. So just look on the book. Yes, students, are you getting me? Yes? All of you are getting my point? Tell me. Okay. So you all are showing, all are raising your hand. This shows that you all are getting my point. Very nice, students. Now, what is ventilation? We have already discussed. I am going to repeat this definition again so that the concept will be more clear to you. The process by which impure and warm air, these are the two terms. Impure, another is warm air. Okay, students, it is being replaced by fresh air. It is being replaced by fresh air. This process is known as ventilation. This process is known as ventilation. Okay, students, you all must have heard that if person is not able to breathe properly, then you have seen that we use ventilators too. So what is the need of ventilator? Because the person who is not able to breathe, he or she can breathe properly with the help of the oxygen which we are providing, the air which we are providing, means it is being replaced. Okay, so this is how ventilation works. I hope that the ventilation topic is clear to every student. Students, as you can see that I have written key term on board. Sea breeze. What is sea breeze? Breeze which blows from sea towards land. Sea towards land in daytime is called, in coastal regions is called sea breeze. So students, sea breeze means the breeze, okay, which is blowing from sea to land. Means its direction is from sea to land, and this sea breeze occurs during sunny day. Means it needs sun. That's why it is written that it just takes place during daytime. So breeze which blows from sea towards land during daytime in coastal regions. When I say in coastal regions, where the regions has large amount of water, okay. In coastal regions, you are going to observe sea breeze because here the breeze is flowing from sea towards land, okay. We will learn more details by having flow charts and all. Students, as you can see on page A44, sea breeze and land breeze is given to you, okay. So we will read line by line and try to understand this figure very nicely. During daytime, as you can see, I have shown here sun. So this shows that we are talking about the daytime. So we are talking about the daytime. Is that clear? Now what you have to understand that during daytime, sun shines equally on land. First understand this diagram. Student, this is land. Okay, this is all land which I have shown with lines, and this is your sea. This is all full of water. Okay, and that is sun, right? What we have to understand here, that when the sun shines, it shines equally on sea as well as land. The shining will be equal on both the things. Okay. However, the temperature of the land rises more rapidly as compared to sea. When you know that the sun shines on the surface of land and surface of water, then what it is going to do? It is going to increase the temperature. But when we are going to compare sea and sea and land together, then we will find that the temperature rises on land will be more as compared to sea. Is that clear? Underline in your book. The temperature of the land rises more rapidly as compared to sea. Is that clear, students? As the specific heat capacity of the land is far less than sea water, thus the air above the land, means the air which is on the land, you know that the air above the land warms and rises. Why it warms? Because due to temperature of the sun, it is going to rise the temperature and it makes the air warm. Is that clear to you? So students, first phase starts from here. Air over land warms and rises. Means जो land के ऊपर जो हवाएं हैं वो कैसी होंगी? Warm होंगी, गर्म होंगी. Okay. Now read another line. This hot air expands and rises up. This hot air expands and rises up. और फैलता जाएगा ये. The result in fall of pressure over the surface of land. And when you are going to see the pressure over here, it will be all fall down. To make up for this fall in pressure, the cold air, to balance the pressure of the land here from sea, the cold air from sea starts blowing towards land, giving rise to sea breeze. Okay students, first we understand from the board, then I am going to show you the figure in book also. First understand what we need. We need sun, land, sea. Sea full of water, as you know. First step, air over land warms and rises due to temperature of sun. It expands and pressure becomes less. Then this warm air moves out to sea to replace descending cool air. Okay? Air cools. The warm air which is blowing in the sea, air cools over water and descends. Here the air gets cools and it just due to presence of water inside the sea. Once the air becomes cool, cool air flows to land. Once the air becomes cool in sea, it flows to land to replace rising warm air. जो गर्म हवाएं यहाँ पर थी लैंड पर, वो वाटर से क्या होंगी? रिप्लेस हो जाएंगी, बिकॉज दिस वाटर कंटेन कूल एयर. यहाँ पर जो ठंडी हवाएं वो कहाँ चली जाएंगी? लैंड पर चली जाएंगी. एंड वी नो द प्रोसेस sea breeze is known as the breeze which blow from this sea to the land during daytime is called sea breeze. Okay students, this make you clear? The concept is clear that what is sea breeze? Sea breeze is very simple to understand. The breeze which blow from sea towards land during daytime, this process is called sea breeze and it's generally found in coastal regions. Why? Because there are lot of seas and all that is full of water and this will make the air cool. Clear to you? Now you can see figure in book also. Students, as you can see, this figure is given on page A44, 4.17 figure and 4.18. This is of sea breeze and this is of land breeze. These both diagrams Both diagrams are very important from examination point of view. So we have discussed about sea breeze. As you can see, there is a flow chart. You have to learn it. Okay, that's why I am showing you. Students, now we are talking about the land breeze. Okay, so what is land breeze? It is entirely opposite to the sea breeze. Land breeze, the breeze which flows from land towards the sea. From land towards sea at night in coastal regions. Means, as you can see, moon is there. So we are talking about the night time, right? When you can see moon is there. So here land breeze occurs during night time. First thing clear to you? Now you can see on land, air cools over land and descends. Here, but we have to understand, first we will read from the book so that your concept will be more clear. Okay students? So just take out page number 844. Taken out? Yes? Okay. First line. During night, land as well as sea lose heat. We all know that during night time, moon is there and moon just remove their hotness of land as well as sea. Means the hotness will remove due to presence of moon. Clear? However, the land loses its heat more rapidly as compared to sea. You know that in sea breeze I have taught you that due to the rising temperature of the sun, okay, the land becomes rapidly at a rapid rate. Okay, but here when we are talking about the land breeze, similarly the land loses its heat more rapidly as compared to sea on account of its low specific heat capacity. Next, does the air above the land become colder than the sea? So students, once the land becomes cool, so you know that once the land is cool, so you will get the air cool over land and it will descend. Means air becomes cool on the land during night time. Now, the warm air above the sea. Here all the warm air above the sea expands and rises up. The warm air which is present in the sea will expand and rises up. ऊपर आ जाएगा. The warm air above the sea expands and rises up, and this makes to make up for this fall in pressure. The cold air from land. The cold air from land starts blowing towards sea. The air becomes cool and starts flowing towards sea. This is called land breeze. Now students, we will understand this figure once again. Land, you can see land is there, sea is there, moon is there. Okay. So on land the air becomes cool and over land it descends, right? Then it will, once the air will cool, it will move towards sea. You can see that I have written here. You know the air which present in sea, the air over sea warm and rises. हम सबको पता है कि जो land breeze में बिल्कुल opposite होगा, जो sea है वहाँ पे air कैसा होगा, warm होगा और it will rise. Okay, once the air is warm, which is in sea, warm air moves out to land. This warm air, you can see the arrows. This warm air moves out to land to replace the cool air. Okay, so the warm air moves to land, it becomes cool. After the air getting cool, it will move towards sea. Then cool air flows to sea to replace rising warm air. This process is called land breeze. So students, if I am going to ask what are the differences between land breeze and sea breeze, so what you are going to write down? First point, you will write down from the keyword that is given on page number 46 and 47. 46, on 47 page number you can see sea breeze is there. So first point you will write breeze which blow from sea towards land is called sea breeze. When breeze blow from land to sea is called land breeze. Sea breeze occurs during daytime and land breeze occurs during night time. Is that clear? The air which you find on land during sea breeze, it is all warm, and the air which is present on land in land breeze, the air is cool. So students, these are the three differences you can write down when you get this such type of questions. Okay. So now you have all done. Yes. Yes, I can see that you all are writing in your rough notebooks all the three differences. Okay, students. And one most important thing. Okay, under the heading of sea breeze and land breeze, that you have to learn both the diagrams very thoroughly. Okay, because these diagrams are very, very important. So students, this completes your today's session in which the topics we have covered. Now I am going to give you homework. So students, today's homework is to draw sea breeze, that is figure 4.17, and draw land breeze, that is figure 4.18 in your science notebook. And these two diagrams are given on page number A44. So students, this completes your today's session. Today's homework I have given you as usual. You have to submit all these diagrams along with the question answers. Once we are going to give you the PDF. After completion of this chapter, you have to send this homework to all together. Okay students? Thank you students. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself.